Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Spirit Blossom Ahri, and we'll be facing off against the Grand Heist adventure from the Rogues of Runeterra campaign. I need to beat this adventure with a Ionian champion, and since I haven't played Spirit Blossom Ahri, I figured I should use her. I went ahead and got an epic relic slot on her. So hopefully we can make something interesting happen with the Searing Brilliance, copying a very good damaging spell. Then I have the Camtech Duplicator to double our spellcasts once we reach 6 mana. And the Grand General counterplan just in case we don't get a damaging spell. So we can rely on Ahri's champion spell. Yeah, other than that I'm still running Phantom Prank, Caesar, Rune. I know it's normally the 4-star spell, but at the time it was easier to buy the rune than it was to buy the 4-star, so that's why I'm running it as a rune instead of the normal power. All of these seem pretty bad. I guess Realm Warp is an interesting choice. We can pick up Rises and try to win off of him. But I think I'd rather have more damaging spells. They work well with the Searing Brilliance. I have 8 rerolls, let's use them. Janna, Senna, Poro King. Janna might be worth it. Mariam helps us ramp towards 6 mana, which is important. Yeah, sure. It's kind of annoying that Janna fights for a spot on the curve with Ahri. But we can make it work. All of these are pretty bad. Let's roll. Thrice Bound, Black Market Discount. Thrice Bound will summon Mariam. Maybe we pick Thrice Bound and we build our deck around it. If we can get something that has a very good on-board effect, we don't have to worry about it being shackled. On the other hand, it's just that black market discount isn't really that great overall. I might just pick it up though, because it might help us get Ahri down faster. And that's important, because that way we can start casting Earth Champion spell a lot more frequently. Yeah, let's pick up the black market discount. It's overall pretty bad, but maybe we can make it work. I think we need to be very picky with what we're choosing here. Do I pick up Rising Spell Force? I guess just because it summons a unit. Burst speed summoning a unit seems fine. Soul Shepherd has some synergy with our ephemeral units. None of these are that great. I want some damaging spells, man. This champion spell is not elemental, so Gelson Flock will only proc from the Howling Gale. Guess we're taking the Face Breaker. Do I take Salvage for the draw? I'm going to do it. River Shaper gives us more card draw. Guess Eye of the Storm because it's Jan's champion spell. Come on, give me a damaging spell. Not Entreat. Grief's Lesson's interesting, but no. Same thing with Siren Song. The Luge. Elemental spells and skills only. So no bonus damage on the Herb of Deception. Come on. These are absolutely atrocious. Seriously? No damaging spells. I'm in Piltover and Zone. Surely you could have offered me one damaging spell. One Mystic Shot. Maybe Static Shock. Instead I have to choose between these two. I'm going to go for the patrol wardens. Camp Tank Drake would have been useful with the thrice bound. Instead, now let's pick up the Camp Tank Drake. It's expensive, but it's better than the other two options. Well, this is going to be a mess. We have a bunch of card draw and not really much else going for us. Right, we duplicate our card draw spell. Now we can deck ourselves out quicker. Right, great, we got the Camp Tech Drake, so now that's going to eat all of the discounts. Well, I guess I can do this. Force the discounts to go onto the Ahri. Then next turn we drop down the Ahri. Fortunately, summoning the Sand Soldiers now. No, the discount went on the Facebreaker. I'll do it. We'll use the Facebreaker to stun those to prevent the attack, and then we drop down the Ahri.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
The forest and I are one.
This is not so bad. We'll be able to trade favorably here. Let's just jump block so we don't have to take any damage. And I suppose we can just kill the opponent by slowly chipping away at his health total with the Phantom Pranks. Mana deal 3. Do I want to mana deal 3? I can do Soul Shepherd coin, generate a Foxfire, then we do 3 damage there. We get another Foxfire. We attack with everything. And slowly and surely we're going to be killing the opponent. The backswing is going to be a problem though. The opponent can potentially deal a bunch of damage here. Or he can just kill my Ahri. I can let Ahri die. He gets two Sand Soldiers. I drop down the Ephemeral Ahri. Then the opponent attacks with everything and I take a bunch of damage, or I can use the Orb of Deception to deal with one of the units here and then go River Shaper for the card draw. I think this is a bit better because it minimizes the amount of damage I take. This, and we just draw an Ahri. We have cast Ahri's Champion's spell a fair amount of times, so we had a decent shot at hitting another Ahri.
A gift from the river folk. What form will the waters take?
Next turn we'll go Ahri. We'll start being able to double cast all of our spells. It's going to be huge. Can do Ahri, Gem. Maybe we can do Rising Spell Force. Or I can do Hallowing Gale. Just Hallowing Gale, kill that thing. Generate a bunch of Foxfires. We'll slowly chip away at the opponent's unit's health totals. Do I get to level up here? Yes, we can do That makes things a bit easier for us on defensive turns. Now we don't run the risk of taking as much damage. That's scary. Let's do Face Breaker on these two. Then we just double cast this for 3 damage. Generate 2 blockers. They can't block those two though. If only there was a way to buff them up. There isn't. Guess I can do. This generates. Yeah, it generates 2, 4, 5. So we do get to block these two, so we're fine. The opponent just passes. I'll take that pass. You just end up burning yourself to death, opponent. We can refill 4 with a coin. Can do Chemtech Drake. Can I kill the opponent with Chemtech Drake? We do have a bunch of salvages. When you play spell, draw 1. When you draw while your hand is full, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. We have 16 cards. Might be able to kill the opponent with just salvaging into a bunch of draw. Right, salvage burns the bottom cards of my deck too. But this still worked to deal a bunch of damage to the opponent's nexus.
Let them chase me. Grasping claws.
This should kill the opponent.
Dust on the winds.
Yep, perfect. We're teetering on the verge of losing by taking ourselves out, but my math worked out. I knew that the opponent wouldn't resist blocking to their own detriment. And even if he didn't block the Chemtech Drake there, I think I would still be able to just throw a spell at the opponent, and that would be enough to kill, or to my own Drake, and that would be able to kill him. The opponent, that is. Well, these are pretty bad. I guess I'll take the crowd favorite. Do I get a healer here? We do get a healer here. I'm going for the healer. I definitely want to get rid of this crowd favorite. Now the Aspiring Chronomancer is going to be a problem, because he's going to start ramping up his damage with the decimates after we reach a certain point in the game. So we have to close out the game before that happens. But the Rising Spell Force can help us do just that. Definitely want to get rid of the Patrol Warden as soon as possible. Let's get this Soul Shepherd down. I'll be able to go for Ahri next turn.
You worry too much. I'll be fine.
I wouldn't be so eager to rush in, Captain.
Damn,
I'm telling me to wait.
that was early.
Possible.
Maybe that changes things. We can only really play 1 card this turn though. Can do Rising Spell Force to draw. Or I can double stun the opponent's units. Like so. And then we develop a Foxfire to block the Aspiring Chronomancer. Or he doesn't attack. That also works. The opponent's unit stats are not really the concerning part. The concerning part is the decimates. We can't really go for...
I'm back.
a lot of
My dear friend, you weren't gone long, but I worry every second.
we can't really go for a lot of low plays. Get rid of this guy. Suppose we'll work on killing that one. Then let's throw the green blade lookout as well. Maybe chip away at this guy's health.
Learned what I can to help Acacia. The void took from me. Now I'll take from it.
This is an easier part to kill, I guess. We double Ahri's orb.
End up looking like you, do I?
Hey,
This guy.
hairstyle for this jacket.
And then we double Howling Gale this guy.
Too slow.
The opponent's predicting a lot. But we still don't have enough to go for a definitive kill.
I don't know what to expect. You worry too much. I'll be fine.
I guess I can go for the salvage to draw. Or maybe the rising spell force to draw. Either one might be fine.
Eyes on me.
Can also do rising spell force on the Ahri to try and hit for 1 billion. We have too many cards. We do 20 here. Am I fine with that? I guess. I don't think I have a better choice than doing this. We'll level up the Ahri.
Mine.
And we just have to hope the opponent doesn't kill us over the course of 2 turns. Reservarium. We'll capture the Ahri. But we'll get her back when we need to. Or we can just draw into one. That also works.
We're wasting time.
The opponent doesn't seem to be hitting the decimates. Hope I don't jinx myself.
I wouldn't
Okay,
be
no,
so
the
eager
opponent's
to
just
rush
not
in.
hitting the decimates.
I'm telling me to wait. Oh, you're all impossible.
There it is. That's a decimate. And that's just 16 damage to my Nexus. Frightening. Refill your spell mana. Let's do that here.
I'm here in Jana's
The
name.
attacks. We'll
Seems
just
to be the problem.
throw away all of my units.
I've learned what I can to help Acacia.
Then we use Eye of the Storm to draw more. We develop more Foxfires that will at the end of the turn. While at the same time we discard cards from the opponent's hand. Hopefully discarding precious decimates. We now triple our spellcasts because of the Ahri on board. This draws 6. Let's do Chemtech Drake, Eye of the Storm. The time has come. Careful preparations, okay. We killed the opponent this turn, but the question was, do I take any more damage from decimates before I kill the opponent?
Be cautious.
And apparently the answer to that question is no.
I'll be fine.
We also discard a bunch of cards from the opponent's hand.
Run if you can.
We might have...
Too slow.
we might be incentivized to not cut as many cards from our deck. Because we do have a lot of card draw. So we can get through our deck very fast. Ritual of Renewal, Veteran Investigator, Gruesome Theater. Gruesome Theater doesn't really hit anything, so I guess we're taking Ritual of Renewal. doesn't feel great though. None of these are that good. Boarding party. A little bit more cheap damage, I guess. Updraft your hand. Draw that many cards +1. We want our board space. We value our board space, so let's forego that. Obviously, we're going for Twisted Fate because it's the most flexible option. Ritual of Renewal, damn. That's a low roll. I don't want to cut it from my deck. Even though I just said we were incentivized to keep a large deck. It unfortunately wasn't that great of a card. None of these are that great. Let's refill our spell mana. Guess I'll keep both of the face breakers because they're useful. Or they'll be useful here. The Howling Gale is probably the weakest card. Really? Already? This early? Isn't that a bit overkill? Maybe not. Maybe the opponent's just really eager to deal damage to my Nexus. I'll take the jailbreak. It's going to give us a jump blocker for the opponent's upcoming attacks. I'm definitely going to need it. Yeah, let's jailbreak. We can afford to take it slow. Never mind, because the opponent's going for a free attack. Then again, we can still block with these two, so we're fine. Never mind, we can no longer block with just those two. Guess we can go Ritual of the Renewal on our Nexus, draw 2. And then let's do it like so. This way we get closer to killing the Sheriff. And we release the captured unit. The Mariam. Do I want to go for Jenna here? I guess we can shuffle back into our deck some weaker cards. Next turn is going to be a problem though. I want to keep Janna on the board, hopefully. I really want to go for the Howling Gale there. Really want to stun one of those units. But we don't always get what we want. Guess I'll do this to try to generate as many blockers as possible. Huh. We managed to not take any damage, that's impressive. And we're even getting 2 units back. We don't get Jenna back though. But we have the Ahri in hand. So now we're going to be able to double all of our spellcasts. It's fine. Really, a rally right now doesn't really seem that useful for your opponent. Facebreaker, let's Facebreaker. The opponent might capture my units with these 2 bubble bears. But I'm going to be fine. Or he might not even capture with the bubble bears at all. I am wasting a bunch of Foxfires, however. Let's pull here. And pull there, I guess. Now from this position, the opponent probably pulls with the bubble bears.
Get bloody, get paid.
If he pulls the Ahri with the bubble bears, might be in a bit of trouble. So maybe I should just do this. Stun both the bubble bears, give myself an extra turn with Ahri on the board. I want to go for the release on the Janna. Yeah, might as well. Oh, it doesn't actually release the Janna. Our board is full, right? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, fortunately, we'll be able to release one of the units the opponent just captured. Oh, it was a Foxfire. Never mind. Can go Janna this turn. I'm fine with taking the damage. I have Rituals of Renewal for healing. Let's do Soul Shepherd. Hopefully we can bait the opponent into pulling the Soul Shepherd with the Bubble Bear. Yep. 21 damage. Let's discard the card that's in the opponent's hand. That's a large Chemtech Drake. What does Fox Spirit? No, the Fox Spirit is Ahri, right? When she levels up, she gets a different name. We want Ahri back. We want to double cast all of our spells, starting with the coin. Let's updraft these two.
You called and I answered.
Let's seal ourselves by a bunch.
To ease your burdens. The Zephyr heralds the squall.
Next turn I can just go for the Ritual of Renewal again, and I think I win. Even through all of the opponent's units. Can also do Rising Spell Force.
Let this draft guide your hand.
We do this here.
A gentle breeze.
I just want to go through this so I don't overdraw when I play the Salvage. Actually, I shouldn't play the Salvage. This gets rid of 8 cards from our deck and we're only at 10. So it's probably for the best if I just do this.
Start running.
Block opponent, I dare you. He actually does block. Surprising. Goes down to 15. We can kill that thing, fortunately.
Let this draft guide your hand. I rally
But
the
now all of our units are vulnerable. Fortunately, there isn't really anything he can capture.
Too slow.
Or at least he can't capture in a relevant manner. Let's do this there.
A gentle breeze to ease your burdens.
How close are we to leveling up Janna? Not close at all. Fine. Can we go Ritual of Renewal here? No, not really. We'll deck ourselves out.
Within the flows of magic.
Guess we'll do this.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
It's fine.
Too slow.
We'll prevent Ahri from dying. Then we'll trade a Foxfire there so that Janna gets released. But all of our level up progress gets reset. I guess we're just going for the Phantom Pranks game plan. Let all of our units die there.
Relenting.
Then we just generate more units that get killed with the Phantom, or that die and drop the Phantom Pranks here.
Abandon ship. You're in over your head.
Too slow.
Or we just attack with what we have on board. That also works. That wasn't so bad. The constant card draw can be a bit of a problem, but we're actually making it work. Now with TF around, we have a little bit more flexibility. More salvages, unfortunately, are not that great. Same thing with pilfered goods. Guess we just leave. Then here we cut. I'm tempted to cut the patrol wardens, honestly. I thought I was going to cut the ritual of renewal, but it's not that bad. It's a good form of healing. So I guess we're cutting the patrol wardens. Unfortunately, 3 mana heal 3 draw 1 is too slow for us. Might be able to actually close out this game earlier than all of our other ones. We just have to get lucky and hit the correct cards on, or the correct cost on the landmark. That's good. We can start off early by discounting the landmark by 2, or counting down the landmark by 2. The opponent plunders one of his landmarks. That's good to see. That, however, is a problem. Let's hold the TF to stun this turn. The Eye of the Storm got the Searing Brilliance. Let's do Twisted Fate, stun. Protect ourselves from the Overwhelm unit. Then we can Eye of the Storm in order to trade favorably using the Twisted Fate. Discount one of, or discard one of the opponent's cards in the process. I'm going to keep the Miriam around. She is giving us 1 extra mana, and that's going to be very useful for us. Ouch. Let's do Janna. Send our card drawback. We don't really need it right now. Next turn I fully intend to use the Face Break. Face Breaker to stun these 2. Continue to delay our death for as long as possible. Never mind, we instead get open attacked by the opponent. It's not really an open attack, he actually went ahead and played 2 cards before attacking. Still, not exactly what I want to happen.
Let this draft guide your hand.
Block there, we'll block here, block here. We take the 12, I'm fine taking the 12. This is a mid-boss, we're going to heal up to full after this encounter, so we can spare the health. We finally got Ahri, and we're only halfway there. Well, that's not so bad. We can keep stalling the game out. We got unlucky and didn't get the cost that we can reach with the vault. Unfortunate. Can do double Eye of the Storm. We go up to 11, unfortunately. So we discard 1. I think it's worth it though.
A gentle breeze to ease your... My wind is at your back. Go! The Zephyr heralds the squall.
I apparently miscounted because that was definitely more than 1 burn. Whatever. Let's just attack with my units. Hopefully force the opponent to trade away those large overwhelm units. Let's do Miriam. Get that guy back into the deck. Can use the Halloween Gale to kill that guy. Next turn we have access to Ahri's champion spell to get rid of the other clock hand. In the process we generate 2 blockers for the Clocklings and the Clockwork Curator. The opponent is really keen on just playing a burst speed card and attacking. Fortunately this time I have some preparations. Let's do Orb of Deception here.
A gentle breeze to ease your...
We'll go ahead and block here.
Away with you.
Also do this.
Shall not prosper.
Let this draft guide your hand.
Or I can block with the Janna since she is that large.
Not assail them.
Completely forgot that Janna had Focusing Crystal and she was growing with every spellcast. 3 cost. And do Rising Force. Rising Spell Force, which is a 3 cost. Then we just have to pass because we don't have an 8. It goes to 6, so if we get lucky and hit 3 cards next turn we win.
The Zephyr heralds
This is a 6. Okay, we need a 2. The Orb of Deception is a 2. So we 2 there. And then we need a 1.
draft guide
This Orb of Deception is a 1.
Eyes on me.
Ooh, that was incredibly lucky. 1. And that's game over.
upon the drive.
And we also level up the Janna.
A gentle breeze.
Can't say that Janna didn't level up this entire run, I guess. Even though Janna isn't really doing a lot.
Faith in me has been rewarded.
I guess she is a constant threat on the board, thanks to the Focusing Crystal. It didn't really come up this encounter, but maybe on later ones. A little bit more for survivability for Ahri, I guess. It's going to be useful. Flexible game plan. Follow the wind, Sandstone, Scout. I guess we're picking up the extra board presence. Do we deal enough damage to face off against the Ruin Runner? We can't really face off against the Honest Croupier. So we have to go for this encounter. It's going to be a problem though. We definitely need to do some sort of early game aggression, which we struggle with. Miriam, Howling Eye of the Storm, maybe? The foe has 80 plus Nexus health, they win the game. When the foe gains the attack token, they gain 20 Nexus health. Flashbomb Peddler is actually useful. Let's do updraft. We'll updraft one of the Ahris.
I'm here in Janna's name.
It's fine. We'll Eye of the Storm this guy. This also works to discard cards from the opponent's hand.
You need humbling.
Please take damage, opponent. I guess if he's using the
Saw that a mile away.
his spells in a defensive manner this early, that's good for me, maybe. Next turn I'll be able to go for the Twisted Fate for a stun on the Rin Runner. There goes my Flashbomb Peddler, I guess.
Behind me.
I was thinking about other plays, but no. Can only really go for a Twisted Fate stun. Minimizes the amount of damage I take here. He then proceeds to kill all of my units.
Gonna catch the sky.
Okay, the healing is fine, we don't really care about the healing. The constant attack debuffs are a problem, however. I need to deal with considerable amount of damage this turn. Can do double Eye of the Storm in order to achieve that. I think that's better than the other options, which were Ahri into something else. Can also do this. Following one of the opponent's units.
My board.
This goes 3, the opponent goes down to 59.
Disown your
The opponent wants to trade here, it's fine. Okay, the opponent doesn't want to trade here. Just have to hope the opponent doesn't get any form of healing next turn. We're getting extremely close to the point where the opponent just wins with his power. No healing, please. Please stop pranking my cards, I want to play stuff. Keep an ally +2/+0. Can't really target an ally, can we? Apparently, even though we can't, we can still play the card. This is going to be a bunch of damage coming through. But hopefully I survive. 30 damage. And the opponent doesn't win. And he's almost out of resources. Next turn I just have to pull the Ahri and hope for the best.
Wild hearts should run free.
Please don't have anything else. That's annoying.
Eyes on me.
Close are we to decking out? 11. Can use this to discard both the opponent's cards in hand. Ouch. 6 cards in deck. Whatever. We're preventing the opponent from winning. That's all that matters. Oh, out of resources. Hopefully out of options.
Sand and trouble far as the eye can
Actually, no. Apparently the opponent's not out of resources just yet. Hopefully this works to stun the opponent. Yeah, the first cast goes through the spell shield.
that old trick again.
The second properly hits. Nice.
Too slow.
Fill our mana back up. We'll actually override the card draw because I don't want to draw cards. Let's get rid of those expensive options. How do I deal 70 damage over the course of
Heralds the squall.
only 5 turns? I guess I have to try to rely on Orbs of Deception to refill our deck as much as possible. Please play another unit, opponent. He's not going to play another unit, is he? Don't want to go for salvage or anything of the sort. Guess I'll just attack like so. Ahri levels up.
With mine.
The opponent heals 20.
Hang on.
Nice.
We're rolling.
Let's go ahead and cast even more spells. Shuffle more Ahris into the deck. I'm going to draw 2 whatever I play here. I guess not the Camp Drake, but still. And I'm summoned Greater Ruinous Acolyte in hand. That's perfect. Please, please keep playing units. That's all I ask of you.
Too slow.
Rising Spell Force. Fine. Let's get rid of that Ruinous Acolyte.
A gentle grief.
Keep shuffling more cards into my deck. It's fine. Let's do Rising Spell Force.
Slow.
Let this draft guide your
Really fill our board with Foxfires. Ooh, nice.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
The opponent's unit getting buffed here is actually better for me than it is for him, because it allows both of the Orbs of Deception to go through, which means instead of just shuffling 1 card into my deck, I'm shuffling 2.
Let this draft guide your hand.
This is perfect. Then we can attack with everything. Let's all do this. Maximizes the amount of damage I deal here.
Are you ready?
Another unit.
Let's take it for a spin.
I can't play anything. Slowly and surely we are dealing damage to the opponent's Nexus. And slowly and surely the Jana is becoming a massive threat.
Storm unrelenting.
So this is actually fine. Let's use the Orb of Deception to kill one of these 2. Guess I can do this. Facebreaker here. Stun these 2, save this guy for the next turn.
Burden.
So that way he gets buffed up and I can use Janna's stats there to further increase my amount of Orb of Deception spellcasts. We are going to overdraw,
Zephyr heralds
but we
the
don't
squall.
overdraw anything important. I can even go for Orb of Deception for 4 here. Generate some larger Foxfires. We're at 11 now. I'm kind of comfortable going for
Guide your hand.
some card draw cards here. But there's no point to it, is there? I think it's preferable to do this. Maximize the amount of damage I'm dealing here. The opponent can still debuff my entire board with a single spell though. It's perfect though. I don't want to discard cards from his hand, but I can't really play anything. Next turn I draw 1 and then I generate a spell from Ahri, that's fine. There's no point to Jen not being able to block is a problem. Oh, it's just for this turn. It's okay then.
Storm unrelenting.
Seen tombs, towns, and everything in between.
The Orb of Deception here.
A gentle breeze.
Scared of a fair fight?
Jen is going to level up on this cast, I think.
Too slow.
Yep.
The time for calm has passed. Now
So now I'm on an even tighter
this
clock
draft guide your hand.
against my own deck.
Me.
It's going to be fine though. The opponent winning is no longer a concern. Now we have a bunch of Orb of Deceptions we can play.
Your burden.
Might even be able to go for a Ritual of Renewal to heal myself. I'm going to do just that, in fact. We'll Ritual of Renewal. We heal ourselves while buffing up our board. Then we attack with everything.
So many places to hide.
It's a 5 we generate, so it's irrelevant actually. Actually no, this is more damage. Because this guy is going to stick onto the bench. And it will die at the end of the turn. That would translate it to 1 more damage. In case the opponent didn't die in combat. Oh, that was tricky, but somehow we won. We just had to be very careful with what we're doing. I don't want another Janna, so let's take the Green Blade Lookout. Something that had the stack deck would be nice. Afterlife Forbidden, Thrice-Bound Wounded Prey. I think we're cutting the Chemtech Drake from our deck, so unfortunately we don't want to pick up the Thrice-Bound. We already have enough sources of card draw to the point where the Chemtech Drake more often than not is just cluttering up our hand, because if we played it we'd end up decking ourselves so fast that it wouldn't be worth it. Here, if we get lucky we can afford to take things slow. Just have to avoid hitting the 50-50 here at the start. Okay, if we didn't hit the 50-50 with the Velvet Yeller, I think we don't hit it at all. Let's pass. Let's keep these units onto the board. Can use them to chump block. Is it worth it to go for the Twisted Fate, or do I just wait? Honestly, I'll wait. I can afford to wait. Do here, do here. We take 12. We can heal ourselves. We're actually in a less tight predicament than we were last game. I'm just going slow because I want to play around the fact that the opponent can at any moment get a Dune Swallower. Let's do... This summons a 2. I can summon something a little bit larger. Guess we can go for a kill there. And a kill here. Let's poke around in the opponent's hand. No, I'm taking the Desert Duel. Might be useful. Bam, bam, bam. Nice. The opponent has a full mana bar, so yeah, he can go for his spellcast here. I guess one of his units survives. But I can just kill it with Ahri next turn. We'll be up to 6 mana. We'll be able to double cast all of our spells.
Too slow.
Can do double cast here. Get rid of the spell shielded unit. This buffs up the Hallowing Elves to the point where I can use it to kill the Zerzai Dunebreaker. Then we can just jump block everything else. Even if the opponent attacks here, it's fine. I'm only taking 2. And the opponent slowly and surely losing the card advantage he had over me. Kind of impressive that the opponent didn't manage to proc his power a single time so far.
Patrol 1, Patrol 2, Patrol 3.
The opponent's getting very unlucky. Let's do this here.
Too slow. Eyes on me.
Then I'll go for the Ritual of Renewal. We'll buff up our entire board and heal our Nexus. I kind of needed that healing.
As we practice, team.
Let's pull here. Maximize damage. The opponent keeps insisting on debuffing my units, which is kind of annoying.
I am a huntress.
But we still have things under control. It's going to be another slow win. But all we need to do is Facebreaker next turn with the lady opponent's attack. Might even just do this here. Get rid of both of the opponent's units. Like that. And now the opponent can't do anything. I guess he can void the gate. That would have been useful at the start of the game, you know. Not now. Let's do Rising Spell Force, since the opponent doesn't have any viable targets for the Orbs of Deception.
There, through the trees.
And we have exact lethal. Never mind, the opponent debuffs my unit. So we're 2 off. Can we generate 2 units? Well, thanks to the opponent playing a unit, now we can. Wait, 4. That's not enough. Well, I guess the Chemtech Drake is going to be useful here then. Ooh, the opponent finally hit the Dunesfaller. It's about time, opponent. There. Huh. For once the Chemtech Drake was actually useful. I'm still going to cut it though. It being able to deal 4 damage here at the end is not really relevant enough. Let's go for the shop. We might be able to get some good powers here. Or a good card. Noxian Might's fine. As for the good card, I would prefer something that had stack deck. Since we didn't get something with stack deck, we're moving on. Chemtech Drake, cut. We don't have a full health. Total health bar, but it should be fine. We're only like 12 off, 13 off. Realistically, how much damage can the opponent actually deal? This is probably the weakest hand I've had so far. None of our lead are up. The opponent starts off with an Ezreal. I guess we can I was about to say we can get rid of the Deathless and the Spell Shield on the Ezreal. But never mind. Not only does the opponent not lose the Deathless on the Ezreal and the Spell Shield, he also gets a bunch of free Ezreals. Well, at least they're at 1 health, so they're going to be easy to deal with.
Do not lament the past, brother.
Let's Twisted Fate for a stun here.
I'm always up for a round or two. Dead in their tracks.
I might just block the Evil Imperfectionist as well. If I got another Twisted Fate off just to deal 1 chip damage to everything, that would be extremely good for us, but we don't.
Your purpose, not your name, is what matters.
And now that Ezreal gets buffed up so it's out of range. It's a disaster. Guess I can do this. Try to kill one of the Ezreals.
Do not lament the past.
Never mind. The opponent completely destroys all of my hopes and dreams with the Symptom Conservator. At least that's not infinite yet. Well, we got Spirit Blossom Ahri,
Stirring of mortals wakes us, and we ready them
so
for
things
their
could be
fate.
worse. Can do Rising Spell Force here. And then I'll think of whether I Rising Spell Force or Ritual of Renewal. I might just Rising Spell Force again. I need to generate more blockers. Seriously, another bot security? What are the odds of that happening?
No invite, no entry. You on the list?
Let's try to minimize the amount of damage I take. The opponent can just burn me to death. I don't want that to happen. Now this Ezreal is going to be buffed up. Yep. Can't even go for Ahri alongside something else. No, actually I can. I can go Mariam. Let's try to wait out the opponent's removal spell.
Be done through me.
Okay, that's not removal. But it is the double cast and discounted card. Then we Ahri.
Forest and I are one.
He kills the Ahri, right? No, he's actually trying to kill my Nexus instead. Well, let's try to heal ourselves. My Mariam doesn't actually survive. I can go ahead and get rid of 2 of the opponent's units. It might be more important to do this actually. This gets rid of one of the opponent's units and sets up so that next turn we kill that Ezreal with a spell. With Ahri's champion spell. Can do this here. Deal 3 to an enemy. Generate 2 blockers.
No way.
We can. I'm going to do this. I'm risking the Ahri, but it's overall worth it to prevent myself from dying. This opponent's unit doesn't have overwhelm. Can do this. At least ensure that Ahri trades favorably into that thing. Even if she dies, she trades and discards 2 of the opponent's cards. Then I just do that there. Get rid of one of the opponent's units. Opponent attacks with everything. Take 16. I have 2 Ritual of Renewals in hand. But I died to the Mystic Shot. He had lethal and chose not to kill me. He doesn't see me as a threat. Maybe he's right. Maybe I am not a threat. Can't really prevent the opponent from killing me with the Ezreal next turn. He might even be able to burn me to death this turn. Yep. 12.
A gentle breeze to
This
ease
goes
your burdens.
up to 8.
Storm unrelenting.
Ah, that's unfortunate. We still have like 2 revives if I'm not mistaken, so we can try this again. But that was unfortunate.
Hold fast to your
Our opening hand was quite bad. We basically did nothing for the first turn, and the second turn just was completely countered by the opponent. Could I have done anything differently? I could have actually gone ahead and pulled both the Ezreals instead of pulling one Ezreal on whatever it was, the other card. And by doing that I would have been able to kill both the Ezreals. Maybe that was the play. Okay, once again the opponent opens up with an Ezreal. Maybe this time around he won't be able to duplicate both the Ezreals. Okay, doesn't duplicate the Ezreals this time around, but it's still a strong opener, and I still don't have the Spirit Blossom Ahri in our opening hand. Can do stun here, or I can do... I'll refill our spell mana and ramp. That might be more important.
I'm here in Jana's name.
If you need a job done right, then do it yourselves!
Really? Is that what you're doing? In that case, let's trade there. Set up some blockers. That's a waste of a shimmering mirage.
Coming! I see you there!
Only takes 17. Could be significantly worse. I think I go for Janna this turn, or on my offensive turn. Try to mulligan some bad cards away from my hand. Set up so that we can draw some cards here.
The pain of others.
Feel the breeze and know
I
you
buffed up
have my
Ezreal.
faith.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Janna is dying at the end of the turn here. Maybe I can bait the opponent into blocking with the Ezreal. Okay, we don't block. He doesn't block with the Ezreal.
Breeze to ease your
I should have figured. At least I have a blocker for Ezreal.
Let this draft guide your hand.
Once again, things are going pretty poorly for me. And he's duplicating the Ezreal a bunch of times yet again.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Well, at least I can make one of his attacks fizzle. Let's try to heal ourselves. There's the Ahri. That's a blocker. He has 1 mana, realistically. Can he kill my Ahri with 1 mana? I seriously doubt it. And with Ahri on the board, I'll be able to go into turn 6 with an Ahri on the board and the full mana bar to use. We can start off by going Ritual of Renewal for 2. Heal our Nexus a little bit. That's a waste. It's fine, I can do this. Do another Orb of Deception there. Let's remove the Ezreal spell shield. Seriously? I hope this doesn't kill the Ahri. I think this doesn't kill the Ahri. All I want to do is just get rid of the other Ezreal at least. With Ezreal gone, things become significantly easier. Let's also do Miriam. Updraft to have spare spell mana for my next turn. Okay, the opponent double cast the spell, so Ahri does die. But we have more copies of Ahri in the deck. Jana or Twisted Fate. Actually no, let's Facebreaker here. Yeah, Facebreaker just prevents 2 from attacking, and then we can use... Never mind, I was going to say we can use the Miriam and the Foxfire to jump block the Bakai Reapers, but the opponent just gets lucky and hits 2 terrors, so we get nothing instead. Guess I can do this. Just force some blockers into existence. I suppose we can cycle this thing. And what? I have 3 mana. Honestly, with the way things are, I'm better off just using Twisted Fate to cycle. Maybe we can find one of our spare Ahris quicker this way. There she is. Leveled up Ahri. And she actually has some extra stats from deck buffing. So it should be harder to kill now. Let's refill 2 spell manas. Let's do Jana.
May your blessings upon me ease the pain of others.
Just want the opponent to exhaust his resources. Yeah, that's good. Now he has 2 cards in hand. We can go ahead and double Eye of the Storm. We draw a bunch and we discard the cards in the opponent's hand. There.
Run if you can.
Oh, we finally have everything under our control.
All or nothing.
Took us a while though.
Too slow.
One doesn't even bother with blocking. Guess he has more health to spare than I do, so he doesn't really need to care about blocking at all.
Let this draft guide your hand.
I can do this, however. Keep minimizing the amount of units on his board, and considering the fact that we now have infinite cards in our deck, we can now start to go for a little bit more of a proactive approach when it comes to card draw. Really? Nothing coming out of the opponent. There it is, that's what I expected. Come on, opponent, hit a billion Ancient Maledictions in my cards. It's definitely going to be relevant when I have a full hand.
A gentle breeze to ease your burden.
Eyes on me.
There. This entire board is gone. I have everything under my control. What can I do here? Or what else can I do? I think I'll just pass and kill the opponent next turn. Oh, I could have gone for the terror. I'll use it here to generate a additional attacker.
Guide your hand.
Thanks for the extra stats on my Foxfire's opponent. I definitely needed those to kill you here. Yeah, it's just so over for him. Poor guy. Oh, but he deserves it after that first game. The first few turns he just had every single answer to everything I wanted to do. And I couldn't even really do much. Ooh, that was nice. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.